Kremlin has hit out at British Prime Minister Keir Starmer's proposal to send UK troops on ground to Ukraine as part of a potential peacekeeping force, calling it unacceptable for Russia and that it is monitoring statements from Starmer's administration with great concern. Meanwhile, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said that Moscow views as a direct threat the idea of having NATO member troops on the ground in Ukraine, even if they operate there under a different flag. Now, these developments come amidst Ukraine's claims of Russia launching yet another offensive targeting gas infrastructure in northeastern Kharkiv region. I get you more details in this report up next. At a time when Russia is engaging with the Trump administration to end the nearly two-year-long war, Ukraine has claimed an intensified assault by Russia on its critical energy infrastructure on Thursday. Ukraine says Russia launched 161 drones and a dozen missiles overnight, targeting gas infrastructure in Ukraine's northeastern Kharkiv region, hitting power supply in the southern Odessa region for a second night in a row. Amidst two warring factions still claiming attacks and counterattacks, President Trump has called Zelenskyy a dictator without election, asking him to move quickly to secure place or risk losing his country. And reacting to the dictator jibe, Ukrainian president accused him of living in a Russian disinformation bubble.
I think the Russians want to see the war end, and I really do. But I think they have the cards a little bit because, you know, they've taken a lot of territory, so they have the cards.
Coming hard on President Zelenskyy, President Trump questioned Zelenskyy's intentions of giving talks with Russia a miss in Riyadh.
Biden never tried. Europe has failed to bring peace, and Zelenskyy probably wants to keep the gravy train going. I don't know what's the problem, but he hasn't been able. He's very upset that he wasn't invited. He could have come if he wanted to, but that he wasn't invited to Saudi Arabia.
Backing Ukraine's plan of joining EU, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz refused to blame Zelenskyy for its invasion by Russia. As a sign of solidarity with President Zelenskyy, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has come out in full support for Ukraine's democratically elected leader. Zelenskyy sounded optimistic about his meeting with visiting US envoy for Russia and Ukraine, Keith Kellogg.
I
rely on Ukrainian unity, on our Ukrainian courage, on our relation with partners, on our European solidarity, and on America's pragmatism. Because America needs success just as much as we do. Success brings us together. Our meeting with General Kellogg is scheduled for tomorrow, and it is crucial for us that this meeting and overall cooperation with America is constructive.
In a veiled warning by Kremlin for Starmer's administration, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov labeled the British plans to send troops to Ukraine as part of a potential peacekeeping mission unacceptable. War of words between Moscow and Kyiv continue, meanwhile unabated, along with repeated claims of attacks and counterattacks. President Zelenskyy, whose 5-year term ended in March 2024, has outrightly dismissed President Trump's and Russia's claims of his dwindling popularity. And for those questioning his legitimacy as president, he said Ukrainian law does not require elections during conflicts. Sakal Bhatt's report for DD India.